Hello, kindergarten, first grade. Today is Poetry Thursday, so I've recorded myself reading some of our favorite poems. I hope you enjoy. The Acrobats. I'll swing by my ankles, she'll cling to your knees, as you hang by your nose from a high-up trapeze. But just one thing, please, as we float through the breeze. Don't sneeze! Homemade boat. This boat that we just built is just fine. And don't try to tell us it's not. The sides and the back are divine. It's the bottom, I guess, we forgot. I must remember. I must remember turkey on Thanksgiving, pudding on Christmas, Easter, eggs on Easter, chicken on Sunday, fish on Friday, leftovers Monday. But me, I'm such a dunce. I went and ate them all at once. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too, went for a ride in a flying shoe. Hooray, what fun, it's time we flew, said Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle was captain and Pickle was crew, and Tickle served coffee and mulligan stew. As higher and higher and higher they flew, Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too, over the sun and beyond the blue. Hold on! Stay in! I hope we do, cried Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too never returned to the world they knew. And nobody knows what's happened to dear Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Captain Hook. Captain Hook must remember not to scratch his toes. Captain Hook must watch out and never pick his nose. Captain Hook must be gentle when he shakes your hand. Captain Hook must be careful opening sardine cans. And playin' tag and pourin' tea and turnin' pages of his book. Lots of folks I'm glad I ain't, but mostly Captain Hook. Huggle War. I will not play a tug of war, I'd rather play a Huggle War, where everyone hugs instead of tugs, where everyone giggles and rolls on the rug, where everyone kisses and everyone grins and everyone cuddles and everyone wins. It's dark in here. I'm writing this poem from inside a lion, and it's rather dark in here. So please excuse the handwriting, which may not be too clear. But this afternoon by the lion's cage, I'm afraid I got too near. And I'm writing these lines from inside a lion, and it's rather dark in here. Orchestra. So you haven't got a drum, just beat your belly. So I haven't got a horn, I'll play my nose. So we haven't any cymbals, we'll just slap our hands together. And though there may be orchestras that sound a little better, with their fancy shiny instruments that cost an awful lot, hey, we're making music twice as good by playing what we've got. I'm going to read this poem, Colors. My skin is kind of sort of brownish, pinkish, yellowish, white. My eyes are grayish, bluish, green, but I'm told they look orange in the night. My hair is reddish, blondish, brown, but it's silver when it's wet. And all the colors I am inside have not been invented yet. The Loser. Mama said I'd lose my head if it wasn't fastened on. Today I guess it wasn't, 'cause while playing with my cousin, it fell off and rolled away, and now it's gone. And I can't look for it, 'cause my eyes are in it. And I can't call to it, 'cause my mouth is on it. Couldn't hear me anyway, 'cause my ears are on it. Can't even think about it, 'cause my brain is in it. So I guess I'll sit down on this rock and rest for just a minute. Joey. Joey took a stone and knocked down the sun, and whoosh, it swizzled down so hard, and bloomp, it bounced in his backyard, and glunk, it landed on his toe, and the world was dark, and the corn wouldn't grow, and the wind wouldn't blow, and the cock wouldn't crow, and it always was night, 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 all because of a stone and Joe. Listen to the mustn'ts. Listen to the mustn'ts, child. Listen to the don'ts. Listen to the shouldn'ts, the impossibles, the won'ts. Listen to the never haves. Then listen close to me. Anything can happen, child. Anything can be. Jimi Jet and his TV set. I'll tell you the story of Jimi Jet, and you know what I tell you is true. He loved to watch his TV set almost as much as you. He watched all day, he watched all night, till he grew pale and lean, from the early show to the late show and all the shows between. And he watched till his eyes were frozen wide and his bottom grew into his chair and his chin turned into a tuning dial and antenna grew out his hair. And his brains turned into TV tubes and his face to a TV screen. And two knobs saying vert and horas grew where his ears had been. And he grew a plug that looked like a tail. So he plugged in little Jim. And now instead of him watching TV, we all sit around and watch him. Early bird. Oh, if you're a bird, be an early bird and catch the worm for your breakfast plate. If you're a bird but an early bird, be an early bird. But if you're a worm, sleep in late. Sky seasoning. A piece of sky broke off and fell through the crack in the ceiling right into my soup, kerplop. I really must state that I usually hate lentil soup, but I ate every drop. Delicious, delicious, a bit like plaster, but so delicious, goodness sake, I could have eaten a lentil soup lake. It's amazing the difference a bit of sky can make. The Farmer and the Queen. She's coming, the farmer said to the owl. Oh, what shall I do? Shall I bow when she comes? Shall I twiddle my thumbs? The owl asked. Who? The queen, the royal queen shall pass the farm today. Shall I salute? He asked the horse. The horse said, Nay. Well, shall I give her a gift? He asked the wren. A lovely memento for her to keep. An egg or a peach or an ear of corn, the wren said, Cheep! But should I curtsy or should I cheer? Oh, here's her carriage now. What shall I do? He asked the dog. The dog said, Bow wow! And so he did, and so she passed. Oh, tra-la-la-la-la. She smiled, she did, he told the sheep. The sheep said, Bah! Pancake. Who wants a pancake, sweet and piping hot? Good little Grace looks up and says, I'll take the one on top. Who else wants a pancake, fresh off the griddle? Terrible Teresa smiles and says, I'll take the one in the middle. Smart. My dad gave me $1 bill 'cause I'm his smartest son. And I swapped it for 2 shiny quarters 'cause 2 is more than 1. And then I took the quarters and traded them to Lou for 3 dimes. I guess he don't know that 3 is more than 2. Just then along came old blind Bates, and just 'cause he can't see, he gave me 4 nickels for my 3 dimes, and 4 is more than 3. And I took the nickels to Hiram Coombs down at the seed feed store, and the fool gave me 5 pennies for them, and 5 is more than 4. And then I went and I showed my dad, and he got red in the cheeks and closed his eyes and shook his head, too proud of me to speak. Our last poem for today is called Us. Me and him and me, we're always together as you can see. I wish he'd leave so I'd be free. I'm getting a little bit tired of he, and he may be a bit bored with me. On movies and ladies we cannot agree. I like to dance, he loves to ski. He likes the mountains, I love the sea. I like hot chocolate, and he wants his tea. I want to sleep, and he has to pee. He's meaner and duller and fatter than me, but I guess there's worse things we could be. Instead of 2, we could be 3. Me and him and me. I hope you enjoyed this Poetry Thursday. I love you, kiddos. Bye-bye.